What's up, guys? So this is going to be another ranked gameplay here. I think we're at gold 4, season 7. I'm playing Urgot AD carry. Now I wanted to make a video about this kind of like as a guide how to and why I think Urgot is actually really strong right now. Just the general meta that we have based off all the assassin reworks that they've done is very dive heavy type champions, whether it's like a Katarina or Kha'Zix or Rengar or Vi, Master Yi, all these different kind of like all-in type champions that are all really strong right now. Even like Hecarim, even the tankier ones are still kind of like dive heavy. And Urgot, everyone kind of keeps hyping about how tough it is and how brutal it is for AD carries in 2017 season 7 stuff. But Urgot's one of the few champions that can fit the AD carry role and build really tanky and defensive and still actually dish out decent damage and have really solid utility. So therefore I kind of I've been playing him and have had a decent amount of success, and feel like he's actually really solid for the current state of the meta and how everything is. I'm running right now, I'm running lethality reds and then AD Quints, and that's gonna be annoying. AD Quints, I think I have scaling MR blues and some like health per level on their reds. I don't know why this guy's trying to level one these guys right now. Now Urgot's weakness, where he struggles, is his early lane phase, because you want to get a tier first and you want to really be kind of farming that up, and that's difficult to do comparatively to a lot of AD carries and what they buy their first couple backs. So I would say that's like his difficult part. But if you're able just to be patient and know that you're not an early game, really strong early game type champion, then it shouldn't be too big of an issue. This is definitely difficult here with all this shit flying all over the place with Vel'Koz and Lucian, and I was dumb. I totally just messed up that cannon minion. Damn, dude, this is rough. Rough, rough, rough. I don't know exactly why Nami went Nami when I had already had Urgot hovered, because Nami's like on hit stuff is not really useful for Urgot in his kit, but who knows? It shouldn't be actually like too much of an actual problem. Oh, close. Doing a poor job CSing right now, but it's just, again, rough early phase, and this is a pretty brutal early lane phase that we're up against. Vel'Koz is really strong early, and Lucian has pretty good dueling and poke kind of stuff going on early, but we should be all right. I do need to go back and get tier, but I don't. Right now, I don't know if Camille's gonna be trying to come gank. It looks like. So the kind of build setup I go for here is Cleaver is really strong, and so is Youmuu's Ghostblade is actually really strong on Urgot. I don't ADC that much. I'm having to like really concentrate here on CSing and trying to dodge this stuff. So sorry if there's lapses of silence. Now, farming tier is really important on Urgot. You gain a huge damage spike once you get Mirror Mana or whatever, Mana Mirror, whatever the hell it's called. Is really, really helpful as far as your damage. What's really strong, what I really feel like is it makes Urgot so great later on in the game is that if you land your E, which is a huge criteria to actually being able to dish out some damage, but if you land your E, you can really just sit back from a really safe distance and still drop a bunch of damage, but still be in a really safe spot, which a lot of AD carries don't have the luxury of doing. So now we're getting a little bit of our pressure off, which honestly with that comp as far as Vel'Koz Lucian, like they're going to be kind of banking on being able to just harass the hell out of us really early like that and kind of get us on our toes, especially as Urgot. Like I'm so weak and mana hungry and stuff early on that it just makes it really tough. I'm going to drop a ward here. Damn GP ult, Anamumu's bottom, like, come on, guys. We did get that Vel'Koz ult, flash, which was good there. Now, it depends kind of on the why couldn't you come and done that earlier? Why do you have to wait till you die? It depends kind of on the team comp and what you think they're going to be building. Amumu is for sure going to be building. Really? Playing Camille, come on now. Depends on the team comp, but you always want to be getting some type of armor shred, whether it's Cleaver for like higher armor, people, so that you're getting that percent. Or you're getting Youmuu's for the flat, or you're getting both. Both are pretty good calls and picks as far as items go. I am probably going to be getting Merc Treads this game just because we have Vel'Koz and Amumu, and I really want to make sure I'm staying out of that CC as much as possible. I'm not doing a great job farming my tier, which is something I need to work on just in general. I keep trying to focus on it a little bit more, we can actually do this dragon pretty soon here. So I'm a little behind Lucian in CS just because we're under tower for that chunk of time. kill. Let me have it. Let me have it. Nami lived there though, so that's a huge play. But you could see there, like, that worked out great, because as soon as Lucian ulted, I hit him with my ult, which cancels his, gives me a bunch of damage mitigation. It did arguably put him in a position to potentially kill that Nami, which could have been bad, but we're too low, dude. We're too low. This is a bad idea. It's a bad idea. I don't like it, but it's okay. We'll go over there. And that could have been bad. But I really needed to cancel his ultimate there in order to. That would have been so tilting if. Okay. I got blue buff there, which is really big. I'm going to go ahead and grab Honeydew because I'm not going to be able to catch up to Vel'Koz right there. And I'm going to get back to lane and just keep farming. Now, we've had a couple good series of plays there, which is huge. Because now we are definitely in the advantage, the lead here as far as dueling bot lane here against this Lucian. He's got a couple unfortunate deaths. And if Nami can land a bubble and I can land an ult out of that, then we should be able to get an easy kill on this Vel'Koz. But I don't think that's going to happen because she's sitting pretty far back. Now I have a bunch of gold, so I want to try and buy here. And I do want to make sure that I'm utilizing the fact that I have blue to farm up my tier. So I don't want to necessarily go back. He does have a Sheen here, so we got to be a little bit careful. Because I haven't bought yet and I have almost 3k to spend. Get a good amount of burst off on him. I am running Thunderlords, obviously, as you guys can tell. Reason being is that you can run Deathfire Touch, but I like Thunderlords because it gives you a little bit of like a more bursty type playstyle, and a lot of times you're only able to get a couple of your Qs off before people run out of range and all that, so it ends up working out. This guy really just gonna sit here. Bro, he's probably typing to someone it looked like, or looking somewhere else. But you can see, like, my damage output as far as dueling is great. I have my mitigation of for my passives as far as just applying that to whoever I'm fighting, and then I have the damage mitigation from my ult as well, which is huge as far as if I get in like a 2v2, 3v3 scenario, because your positioning is not as crucial as far as like you're going to get insta-killed by 5 people like it is later in the game, and you get a huge chunk of mitigation. So level 1, it's 30% damage reduction, and then the target you swap is also slowed. I am going to get a Black Cleaver first, and I'm actually going to get Pickaxe here. I'm going to wait and get my second item before I get my tier 2 boots, I think, because we're really ahead, and the extra damage I think is going to help snowball that. But as you can see, I'm really paying attention to my tier here, and the quicker I can get my tier up to 750 stacks is basically my big damage spike, where I can virtually hit an E on any of these squishy targets and kill them with like 3 Qs. It's pretty ridiculous. So that's kind of what we're trying to rush that point in the game as quickly as we can, while still getting CS and still getting a couple kills here and there. I do max my shield second, and I do max my shield second because it does help you a little bit as far as your sustainability in duels and stuff, and it also increases the duration of the slow. If I can land an E on this Lucian, I can for sure kill him, but he's dodging that stuff pretty good. But you can see in that trade right there, like that's an auto and a Q, and like that, he not only is he does he lose the take that much damage, he also gets a 15% damage reduction from my passive. God, and I'm doing such a poor job of landing those. But it's okay. If he's trying to come in right there and try and duel me like 1v1, even though I miss my E, I'm still going to be able to out-trade him with my shield and my auto attack Q combos with my shield. Hit him with that E, so he's pretty screwed now at this point. I'm going to kill him right there with that. Oh, no way. I'm going to flash for that just to be safe. But you can see how low he was. I mean, that was unfortunate that that Q didn't just chunk him down, but it's okay. It's worth it. I'm going to ult this guy here and get him kind of out of position. And we're going to just clean that up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What you know about that shit saying. Still just trying to max our tier out here as quickly as we can. The Mumu is down bot. We're going to go ahead and I think we should really try and drag him, but they did just ward that. Now tier is, cleaver is great to get if you have some kind of frontliner on the enemy team that you're going to be having to try and avoid. Reason being is because you have kind of two scenarios you're in when you're fighting late game, right? With just in team fights in general, right? They have a front line and a back line. If you're able to land your E on the back line, you're able to hit Qs on that back line and get over your front line. However, your autos are obviously not going to be able to reach that back line. And that's where they come in and are helpful against the front liners. So you always want to be kind of taking into consideration what both people have, despite trying to focus on killing. He misses Q there. He's trying to get in range for his ult. Chunking him down pretty good here. I'm going to hit this E. Nice. He's going to clean that up. I do have my ult here. I might have been able to finagle using it sometime right there in that last fight, but I don't know for sure if I was going to be able to get in range or not. I do have heal up if I need it, but I don't think I need it. You can see we're really fed, and so is our Scion. I don't know why the Ziggs coming to my lane and like taking on my farm. I don't know what the hell that's about. Get him, Ziggs. That's unfortunate. I landed my E there, but Lucian dashed out, and I didn't have any way of gap closing that in order to be able to actually get into to range to land a Q there, but it's okay. Another thing that's worth noting is your damage reduction. Your passive does not actually apply to dragons or barons. Your E will lock onto them, but it doesn't apply the damage mitigation as far as your passive is concerned. I know I'm really close here to my 750, yeah, 50 away, so we'll be able to get that pretty soon. I don't really need to go base for anything right now, so I think I might just wait over here in this bush and try and catch this Lucian out. He saw me. Got him. Hit him with the slow right there from my... Oh no! This is gonna be bad. No way! He outplayed me so hard. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because he juked me when I unfortunately when I ulted in there, I ulted into a bunch of minions, which made it pretty rough to try and duel him in that situation. I think I am gonna go ahead and go. This is a tough one. I think I'm going to go ahead and go this because they have Lucian, they have GP. Corki's definitely more AP-centric type character, but I'm a little worried about this Lucian. I think I'm going to go pretty tanky this game.
Existence is torment.
It's also unfortunate as I'm almost positive that my Mana Mira didn't level up yet when I fought him right there, which would have given me a really significant chunk of added damage. So, not ideal, but that's okay. Lucian's a pretty slippery AD carry, and I am a pretty immobile turret type champion, and he just straight up outplayed me there with those jukes, which was well played by him. So at this point, I need to be trying to group up with my team because I am so fed. I want to really be making sure that on top of these dragons that we're definitely dominating on, that I'm able to really contribute here in these team fights, because I should be able to shred these guys pretty good here. I don't know how. Yeah, see, and I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to get in range to land an E, but. We'll see. I need to be really careful on the Mumu jumping in with his ult. That's definitely got to. He's got to be definitely just trying to land that ult on me as it is. You can see that was just one Q that hit right there. The same idea. Nice. So that was actually a really solid play right there, because my ult made sure Vel'Koz was basically suppressed for that duration, got kind of popped into the rest of my team. And it also kind of, at the same time, gap closed for me to get close enough to that Corki. Now, we do have to be pretty careful here because we have that GP ult, GP right here, just on me. It's unfortunate. Unfortunately, we were low. I didn't have my ult, and they just came and cleaned that up. But that's okay. That's part of why I wanted to kind of go this Frozen Heart second, because I feel like that armor is just going to be really crucial to those fights, because I feel like I'm going to be getting focused a lot here. Your W does also scale off of your mana, and Mana Mira is going to, or Mira Mana is going to also scale off of my maximum mana. So despite Frozen Heart being a very tanky item, I do get a lot of utility from it with my kit. And my Qs are hitting really hard as it is, so as long as we have Sion there at the front line with kind of Camille bruiser right there as well with Nami's peel and disengage. I should be able to kind of shred that team, their team comp pretty easily, but Vel'Koz and Lucian are both going to be real tough to hit with my E. Now I did catch a Mumu here, and so I want to be like, what was that, dude? Now I wanted to try and make sure I saved that hit GP here. That was a waste of my heal. I didn't realize that that was dead sign. I thought that was a live sign. Try and clean up this Amumu. Zig's ult coming in. Oh, we're gonna get that Amumu pretty easily there. So as you can see, I'm really tanky, and the fact that my shield right now is an 8-second cooldown, I'm still not even cooldown capped yet. I have another 10% to go. But so you can basically keep that spam through fights, and your damage is not an issue for especially for how tanky you're able to get, and as well as the damage mitigation that you gain from your ult, damage mitigation from your passive. You're just a really tanky champion. So like in this game, this GP didn't get really fed or anything like that. So in that sense, I guess it's kind of like I'm not going against like a really fed carry, so you're not really able to kind of see like how I can counterplay against really fed anyone on their team, whether it's AD or AP. However, because of your suppress mechanic on your ult, you really do have one of the strongest, if not the strongest abilities for an AD carry to actually keep anyone that's fed pinned down, whether it's an AD carry, whether it's whatever, a tank, whatever. You really have an ability to kind of keep them at bay much more so than other AD carries do. Definitely other carries have great ults like Ashe and Varus, a lot of kind of utility with their ults, and that's definitely very similar to as far as utility goes comparatively to Urgot. Now I want to farm this up and go buy. I have a bunch of gold again to go and buy, and I want to stay grouped because we were winning those team fights. Amumu did whiff his ult really hard there. I'm gonna buy a Banshee's Veil just straight up so that I'm virtually gonna be unkillable at this point because I'm gonna be so tanky. My last item, I'm probably gonna get Lord Dominic's. I might get a Death Stance, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to try and go for the Armor Pen because Amumu is built with really heavy armor, and he's the front line, and that's who I'm shredding like right there. Oh no! I misclicked that too, like over the wall, so it kept strafing me like back and forth. Otherwise, I was going to try and ult one of them right there. We're going to kill this Vel'Koz. If I can get in range. Speed me up, Nami. God, come on, girl. Come on, girl. Now, GP can actually eat his oranges, and it will pull him out of your suppress. So, in that sense, he's a little bit of like a counter to you. However, it's... I mean, it is what it is. He's going to be using that throughout fights, depending on, what CC he's eating. So he's not like going to be my first target by any means to try and hit him with my ultimate, but I did want to try and catch him out there. Now, Corki, on the other hand, does not have a suppress. So I'm going to flash, go for him right there, and we're going to finish him off for sure. Easy. And now the thing is, I'm so tanky at this point. So not only are they not going to be able to like withstand my damage and my cloak from so far away, but I'm like, look at like this Lucian is like barely tickling me. god, sorry, I missed all this shit. Ziggs flash there too, I believe. We're really low. We need to go out. I mean, we've been just sitting under tower here. Just poking at him and poking at him. We got special delivery Corki coming in. I do have my ult back up. So depending on how well we play this or don't. Shit. I was so close. I was just out of range. Now your ult damage mitigation does increase with levels. So you can see at the bottom of the tooltip there, it's at 50% now. So I get a huge damage mitigation buff for leveling this up. Now Corki does not know I'm here, and I'm going to be able to get him, I think. And he's going to, of course, special delivery out. We got that dragon. But at this point in the game, really all I'm trying to do is stick with my team here and really try and make sure I'm landing an E. If I don't land an E, you really lose a lot of your flexibility as far as your team fighting. You really just kind of have to sit there and hit the front line and just kind of wait it out until your cooldown's up, which is an unfortunate part of Urgot. But if you can get, like, I'm not very good with him, but if you get to the point of really mastering him, let's do this. Then you really end up, and you land those E's all the time, you're really going to be dishing out just a ton of damage. It's, for the most part, unavoidable. I mean, the lock-on makes it really, really hard to negate or avoid getting hit by those Qs, especially later on in the game. You only have so many places that you can be running where you're still in the team fight and not taking damage from something with that kind of range or lock-on. So we're going to come in now, try and clean this up, maybe. This GP is for sure done. That's game over right there.
Killing spree.
Now I do my ult up, so if any of them get anywhere near us, I'm going to be able to ult them in. And you can see, like, Amumu has so much armor, and I'm just hitting him so hard still. Oh. GP is coming for some. We're gonna get out of here. Nice. You can see we're able just to kind of clean these up. They're coming really hard. They're trying to chase me down, and I'm so tanky that there's not much they're really able to do. And I'm going to be able to clean up Lucian right there, coming in to kill Nami. We're so fed. I'm almost full build. I don't really... Red's not that great on Urgot at all because you're not auto-attacking most of the time very often, but... You definitely don't want them to get it, so we're going to go ahead and take it. And then we're going to peace out, and we are going to get our last item here. So Baron is what we should for sure be trying to get right now. They have an open Nexus, and we basically just need to group and get one last push. We're way ahead, as you can tell. But that's definitely the play right now. They don't have enough pressure to even come and contest this. If they do, our supers are going to push that mid and end it anyway. Now, one great thing here, like in a situation like this, if someone does try and come and contest this, I can ult them, which will put them in the middle of my team, which obviously if it's like their jungler and they're trying to gap close to take the dragon, then that's one thing. But like in that situation, like someone's coming to get, like, hit him with the slow. Damn, dude. Just shredding him. You're able to kind of pick someone off that's coming to try and contest, and you pull them into your team. And there are certain people you definitely don't want to do that if you're behind and it's an Amumu or a Sejuani or someone like that. You're not going to be wanting to try and do that type of play. But in the right situations, you can single-handedly just catch someone out, which is awesome. It's really great, and it gives a lot of different plays you can kind of finagle as. So hopefully that kind of showed you guys the potential. I feel like Urgot's very viable and very strong in Season 7 with the current meta. And granted, that game we weren't going against like a Kha'Zix or Rengar, we were going against an Amumu. But even so, like I feel like Amumu was the one I was having the most difficult time really killing, and he was trying to sit on me. If that was a Rengar, if he just ults in or and jumps on me, I'm just going to be able to hit him with that ult and that suppress in the middle of our team, and he's going to be kind of SOL. So let's look at the damage meters here just to give you guys some perspective on, a lot of people kind of say Urgot doesn't really do any damage. You can see comparatively to my team, I did do a significant chunk of damage. My team was good that game. We also had Camille, which Camille is really strong right now. This Camille did not do amazing, and she's not that great at jungle. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know who you guys want to see played next. These unorthodox picks are definitely among my favorites to play. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks so much for watching.